This is it. It's finally time. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Magandang araw sa iyong lahat. Welcome po sa aking channel. It's finally time. I get green light from the doctor and we are allowed to fly. So will be a quite different video what I'm making. You will see that I'm making short parts in this video. Why? I want to guide you and take you on our journey to make the preparation to travel to Philippines, and it will be always like a kind of small diary what we did. Now 2 days ago I get green light from the doctor, so we can fly. And yesterday we booked our tickets. We booked our tickets from Belgium to Manila and also our domestic flight. Because yeah, it's important to know when you will travel. Now we are flying on Wednesday, and today I made our appointment for our PCR test. You have to first apply for a QR code. You can do this in your health website. I will show you how I did it. Important is that you installed an electronic ID reader. That's the most important. Now, how do you get your QR code? Because you cannot do a PCR test if you didn't do any QR code. You have to go to mijngezondheid.belgië.be. Now that's the website, you can see it here on top. And then here you have COVID test, vaccination, PLF and everything like that. And here you can do testen en resultaten, testen voor jezelf of mijn kind. So testing for yourself or your child. If you click that, you get here a big list. And if you're scrolling down, you can see number C, for an event or for a journey. Now once you click here, then you will ask for a paid CTPC code, and the CTPC code, that's the QR code that you need. If you don't live in Belgium and you need it, you have to use letter D, but for us it's letter C, so you click on it. And then he will ask to log in. So you're logging in on your machine. I'm just making this blurred, so you don't see my personal information. I give in the PIN code, and here you have the next one, and you have to give in your cell phone and a correct email address. Now I already did, so I cannot show you anymore, but then you have to click here on request. And the moment that you push the request, you will get an extra pop-up screen where they make sure that it's correct and that you're asking for a paid code. And if you confirm there, you will get a new screen. And I will show you. It looks like this. And if you have that code, you can make an appointment in a test center. Now they just changed it. You can also have a test with the apotheke, with the pharmacy, but that is only valid for 24 hours. So if you're still doing a COVID test, you have to make an appointment in a test center. So if you're clicking on that, you can choose which test center you want, and you can make immediately an appointment here on this website. So that's what I did, and I have a test for next Tuesday at 8:05 in the morning. And normally, if in the worst case it's taking 24 hours, we will get our result at 8 Wednesday, and we're flying in the afternoon, so we're still okay for that, because you have to have the negative PCR test before you do the OHP, so the One Health Pass, because you have to upload your PCR test also there. But that's for the next steps to go. Now I just contacted the bank about the insurance, and 30 minutes later I got already that paper in our mailbox, so that's also fixed. Now we just have to wait for our PCR test, and I'll keep you updated if we went for there. Now we just went for our PCR test. We went to Antwerp. It was quite far. It was like 45 minutes, 50 minutes driving. But they said that the tests there are more quick to get into your mailbox. And that's why we didn't want to take any risk. We are Tuesday morning. We went there at 8, so hopefully we have it like quickly now, so we can do our last step, the One Health Pass, because everything what we're doing now, it doesn't mean anything if we have a positive PCR test. So let's cross our fingers and let's wait for the result. And the moment I have the result, I will get back to you, and then we will do our One Health Pass together. So we just got our test, we're both negative, and now we can do the last step, the One Health Pass. So we go to the computer and now we can fill it in together, so you know also what you have to fill in. We're in the computer, we're on the website from onehealthpass.com.ph, and now we have to fill in our registration. So you need to have your passport with you, you need to have your vaccination card digitally. You need to have also the dates when you had your vaccinations. You need to have a digital copy of your negative PCR test, and you need to have the information from your flight tickets as well, because you have to give also information there. You also need to have a Philippine phone number and an address in the Philippines, and it's best that you take everything with you before you start this procedure. Now you're here on the website, you just click here OK, and then we are going to register. Here they just mark that everything is on your responsibility, that you give in the correct information. So we put OK. Then we will have to put our arrival date in the Philippines. We come by airport. I am an aircraft passenger, I'm not a flight crew, and I'm a foreign national. And then here starts everything that you have to fill in. Now I will just give in my information. I don't have a middle name. You can see the things that are with the red star, you have to fill them in. The rest is not necessary to fill it in. The things that I'm blurring out now, that's just to give my name, my birthday. He's immediately saying also the age that you have. And also which nationality. Now you know it for yourself as well. I don't have to show you what you have to fill in here. Now, a field health number, I don't have it, so I'm just typing the N/A. Here I have to give in my passport number, and that's why it's easy when you have all the information immediately with you, that you don't have to start searching now for your passport. This is the first time that I'm doing a screen recording on the laptop, so I don't know if you can hear the typing experience, that it's giving some sound in the back. Sorry for that if you can hear it. So here I have to give in the Philippine phone number. Now they're not checking that for the moment. So you don't normally get a text message. Let's hope, because ours is on roaming, so it's not active to receive a lot of calls. So let's hope that it's just to verify, and if there's something wrong that they can contact you in the Philippines. I have to give in here my email address. And they're even asking for my occupation, so what my job is. I don't know why they have to know that. Now here the residence details. Where will we stay? So we will stay with family, so I'm giving in the residence. Otherwise you have to give in the information from the hotel. The information that you have to fill in here, that's where you will stay in the Philippines. If you're on a hotel, it's easy, of course. Then they're asking for travel details. The country, the territory of port of exit, that's where we left, from which country that we went. Where are we arriving in Philippines? We are arriving in Terminal 3 in Naya. Then here you have the airline name, the airline company, and then flight number. That's important. That's the flight that you arrive in Philippines that you have to fill in. So if you have, like for us, we have a stopover, we have 2 different flight numbers. It's always the flight that you arrive in Philippines. The date of the departure is when we are leaving in Belgium. And then again, the date of your arrival. Now you already entered it on top, so it's automatically filled in. And then if you have your seat number, you can fill it in here. It's not necessary because it doesn't have an asterisk, but we already have our seat number, so I can fill it in. And then is the type of traveling that we are doing. So we will search if there is something about family. There is marked for, in my case, spouse of Filipino citizen. So I'm married to a Filipina, so I'm a spouse. Otherwise I have to fill in some other, and the purpose for traveling, that's a family visit. And then an address that we have outside of the Philippines. Strange that they have to know that as well. Then vaccination information, that's important. Have you been vaccinated? Yes, we are vaccinated. First dose. And here is where it's important that you have the information when you got your vaccine, because they're asking for it. I was vaccinated last year for the first dose. And then also which dose that you got. There are 2 Pfizers, but the one is saying COVID-19 vaccine, the other one is just only Pfizer, so I will take the COVID-19 extra. And I was vaccinated in Belgium. Second dose, I got it about 1 month later. So they don't count for the boosters in Philippines. Now later you will see that you have to upload your certificate. I'm uploading my booster certificate. Why I'm doing that? Just to make sure that it's not too long ago, my second vaccine, that they will not approve it. So I upload. You can only upload in PDF or JPEG or PNG. Now normally if you're downloading, it's standard PDF. And then my test result. And the day of the swab test, it was today. Testing protocols. So we don't need to have any testing in Philippines, so we leave it open. And then countries traveled. Now it's since that you left for the last 30 days, we traveled to Dubai because there was our stopover. So that's UAE. Because they ask for the last 30 days. And there's also marked that it is transited. So yeah, we just have been in Dubai, so that's I think it's required. Now here they're asking if we were in contact with somebody that was positive on corona or had symptoms for the last 14 days. That was no. I've not been sick for the last 30 days. I don't have any big problems as cancer or diabetic or anything. For now, I'm still healthy. And then here in the end, you just have to confirm. Now, before I'm going to fill in the last numbers, I'm going to check that I filled everything in with a red star, just to make sure that I didn't forget anything. Otherwise, maybe he will start giving errors, and that's never good. So everything is filled in. Then I will fill in here the last confirmation to prove that I am not a robot. And then you just click submit. And there is something that I didn't fill in. How is that possible? He didn't accept my vaccination certificate. Strange. Here I have to fill in a test lab. That's really crazy because I don't need to do a test lab. So I have to fill in a testing protocol. It's really crazy because we don't need to do any testing in Philippines, but I have to fill something in. Now I checked in the list and I choose the Philippine Airport Diagnostic because yeah, that's the closest. I don't want to travel all to Intramuros just for a test, and normally I don't even need to do a test. So let's try to fill it in again. Let's try again. And finally, after some struggles, I got my health pass. Now you have to make sure that everything is correct, where you're arriving, what your type is, if your name is correct. And normally I would also get this one in my mailbox because you need to print it just to make sure. I will stop my recording now because I want to also take a print screen of this. I just realized I didn't make an end screen for yesterday, an outro, but we had so much problems with the first one health pass. We had to figure things out. That's why we took more time. Normally it's about 10 minutes. With my wife's one health pass it was already a lot easier, and we still had to fix some latest things in the luggage, because yeah, you always keep in mind that what if the PCR test is positive. So our luggage was not 100% ready yet, so we had to do that yesterday evening as well. So I didn't have the time, or I didn't think about it anymore to make an end screen. I hope that you think that this video was informative, that you know the steps what you have to do. If you enjoyed it, if you think it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share it also to everybody that you know that will travel to Philippines. It's not that hard to fill in the OHP, the One Health Pass, if you know what you have to fill in. But I did it here together with you guys. Share it if you have people that will travel. Now, I hope that you like this video. If you're not a subscriber yet, don't forget to click the red button down the video. Don't also forget to ring the notification bell. That's the bell icon next to it, so you get notified when there's a new video coming online. I will try to make as much video as I can in the Philippines. Of course, we are going to visit family, so I want to have some family time as well. But I will try to do my best and to see if they enjoy to be also in the camera. Because if they don't like it, yeah, it's hard to make vlogs when we're close to the family. So you can follow our journey. Don't forget to subscribe for that. I hope that you liked it. I hope to see you. And for everybody that's in the Philippines, just send a message. Maybe we can do some meetup. We will do a small travel tour around. We are staying close to the island of my wife. We don't stay that much or that long in Manila, but we have a few days in the end in Manila. So if you're close to Manila and you're one of my subscribers, just send me a message and maybe we can meet. I hope you liked it. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Paalam. And if you're traveling, have a safe flight.